So Christianity is centered on one thing, Jesus Christ. Right? Jesus is the heart of Christianity. This is all there is. And Apostle Paul wants everything based for new Christians around that fact. That's why he covers it early on. After he's done praying with them, he says, hey, let's build the foundation from the chief cornerstone. Let's put Jesus in the right place, and then we can go from there. So who is Jesus? Paul says he's the firstborn of all creation, which meant he was around before. Jesus didn't just show up on the scene when he was born from Mary. Jesus existed before the world existed, before the universe existed. Jesus was God and part of the Trinitarian God eventually, all the way back then. There's not a time that existed that Jesus didn't exist. Nothing that we see, touch, feel, do has anything except Jesus' fingerprint on it. Like he created all things and he made all things. And Jesus is very much a real person for us as it was for the people of Colossians, right? They write down that he's writing to them and he doesn't take the time to tell them the story of Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection because that was widely known throughout the Roman Empire, right? Jesus is the most recorded person in history, right? There's not another person from ancient history that has more written about him or acknowledges that his existence was real. Jesus was real. Not only that, his resurrection is documented more times than most people are documented in the ancient Near East. Right? Jesus' resurrection is a fact. It was a fact then, it's a fact now. And so he's not starting at the base where he has to explain Jesus to you. He's trying to tell you already that this Jesus, this person, is not just this man you heard about that died and rose again, but he's God. He's the image of God. And he is everything that God is. And he's not just saying, hey, Jesus was real, because it's an undeniable fact. And anybody who tells you different didn't study enough, because it's really not hard to find that fact, right? But the truth is that once you know that, but you have to assign to him his deity, right? Because Jesus can't be a good person, because people like Jesus. Right? The people of Colossians like Jesus. They liked the teaching they had received. You know, they begin to memorize his words. They revere his teaching. But do they believe he is who he says he is? This is where it comes down to.